Alright guys, so I'm really close to marking the AMD 178B. By marking, I mean to marking it. We're at 42 battles, 71% win rate. I have almost 1100 damage in this vehicle, man, which kind of blows my mind considering I actually have more damage in this thing than I do in the Type 64, which is pretty crazy. I have 137 battles in the Type. Could just be that I'm very lucky in this vehicle. I play it like really conservatively because there's no way to really spot with this vehicle, right? Even with it stacked out, like I have recon, situational awareness, bounty optics, bounty vents, we're still only getting 386 view range out of this thing. So just kind of the way this vehicle works, and we're obviously running the rations. And yeah, I mean, I was going to do a G-Source session because I just picked up that tank, guys. Maybe we'll do that later, but I will be doing probably a platoon with my dad either tonight or tomorrow night because it's my days off. And we had a request to do lower tier content. You either get the people that are saying, hey, Whirls, show me low tier, and then you get the other people that are like, hey, Whirls, you're a stat padding, you know, tier 5 noob because all you do is seal club. And like, you know, you can't please everyone, so I'm going to do some lower tier content for you guys, and the people that hate it are gonna hate it, and the people that want to see it are gonna see it, right? But in any case, guys, yeah, we're gonna play this vehicle, and if we die in the AMD, I'll just play like the Type 64. This is what I do in my live sessions because I don't like to cut content, right? It works better for me not to just edit my content. Like it's easier, it's quicker, and I feel like a lot of people that have started following me and subbing to me also appreciate the just unfiltered raw content, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the AMD 178B, and hopefully the queues aren't that long. There are, what, 8,700 people on right now? So it shouldn't be too bad. But in the meantime, I mean, this is my day off. I'm trying to do a pretty long intermittent fast right now, so I might be sipping on some of this like sparkling water over here. Don't mind me, guys, but it is 0 calories. So, but yeah, I like to do this. I like to really see if I can fast for a good like 18 hours or so. It's very beneficial. If you guys don't do this, I would highly recommend that you try it. It's really good for your body. Not all the time. You don't want to do like 24-hour fasts or something every single day, but but if you do them here and there, like I like to do a minimum 12-hour fast every day, and then on my days off, I will try my best to get to like maybe 16 hours or something like that. That works pretty well for me. But yeah, guys, I don't know what has been up with this vehicle and why I'm performing so well in it. I have over a 70% win rate in it, right? And for whatever reason, like the game's just work. I don't know what it is. I think it also might be that the HE shells have like 75 millimeters of penetration. And so what ends up happening is you get a lot of lights and vehicles at tier 6 that you can pen with the HE reliably, and then you end up penning them and you do like 100 and I want to say it's like 180 or 190, which is the equivalent damage per shot of like some tier 8s and stuff. So I mean, that could certainly be part of the reason why. Good, 1 minute and 44 seconds. Goodness gracious, man. Um, but yeah, I mean that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe that's why I do more damage. But this is a tier 8 game, so it's probably going to be pretty challenging to do that in this game. I think I'm still going to go to the south side of this map. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But anyway, guys, to have more damage than the Type 64 blows my mind because the Type 64 is like the DPM monster light tank at tier 6, right? So, alright guys, so you saw the equipment. Again, we're running 3 pieces of bounty equipment, and we're running recon and situational awareness, and we're still only getting 386 meters of view range. So just keep this in mind when you play this vehicle. Don't go out to ridge lines and start doing this crap and like, you know, running all over the place, like doing this crap. Like, you're not going to spot anything, man. Just wait until the end of the game where you're needed, you know, because this tank is no faster and doesn't maneuver any quicker than other tier 6 light tanks. You know, that's kind of why I think this thing is really underpowered and probably why it's so easy to mark, because a lot of people just don't understand how to play it. So feel like I'm going to eat my words, though, coming over this ridgeline. But let's see. Because I can't really spot anything, right? Like, I have to wait for other people to spot stuff. Here's Brachetto. I thought he was going to come up and over. I really did, man. That would have ended my game very, very quickly. Could use some people in the mid. Okay. I'm not sure what these two are doing. These guys are gonna like throw away their HP, man. It's just too risky of a poke. It's very hard to get gun depression over here. I will say this tank has pretty good concealment. I will note that. Like, I'm able to get the concealment up to about 42%, right? So, it's not terrible. Yeah, so it looks like they sent a lot of people south. So we're going to have to, I guess, hold this off for now. Let's see. Get a shot into this guy. It's really risky sitting up on this ridgeline. Okay, Shiri. I need to probably get out of here. So I'm probably going to get outspotted by, like, some of these higher tiers, man. Honestly. This thing has no view range, so... And this, in my opinion, is where this vehicle is an issue, is when you actually need to scout, but you can't scout because you don't have any view range. Okay, I actually lit the Progetto. I think the one thing this tank has going for it is its reverse speed, which is pretty much the same as its forward speed. So I can just do this to get out of here. I'm gonna come over here. Load the APCRs, I think. I think this game is over, man. Like, I don't think we can bring this one back. We sent so many, well, they sent so many people south, and then we didn't even take the north. Like, there were so many guys. See, like, where all our guys are? Like, no one even left the base, really. So, do we kind of just have to make the most of this? There's the Su-130. This guy can practically one-shot me, you know, so... Okay, there's the Progetto. I'm just trying to get as much damage as I can out of this. Jeez, man. I think that guy definitely could have killed me quicker than he did. So that's like, we got 889 damage out of that, guys, and 429 assists out of this game. And this is the perfect example. I know I actually might take the actual YouTube edits and cut out the time when I'm trying to get into a game. But A minute and 44 seconds it took us to get into that game. I think the game felt like it was a minute and 44 seconds. 889 damage, 429 assists that I got out of that. That was a raffle stomp, dude. Look at this. Like, this is embarrassing. We were top by experience in this game, guys. 889 damage, 429 assists. And this is the thing with this game, man, is like, we had 4 people do 0 damage, right? But the matchmaker, like, this is how you have to play sometimes, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, this is how you have to play the game, man. There's just no other way, you know? Like, if you're gonna lose 15-2, you can't be trying to make active scout runs. You know what I mean? This is why I tell you guys, like, you have to be very mindful of what the enemy team is doing and where your teammates are. Like, half of our team didn't even leave, like, the base area, pretty much. So it's just an example, guys, right? This is just one game. I've been playing this game since what, 2016 or something? So learn from watching me, guys. Don't make the same mistakes that I make. Learn from these games that I'm showing you that are 15-2 and learn what you need to do and how you need to assess the map, right? Like, I made the decision to run. We kind of spotted the Progetto as we were leaving, twice actually. And I'm like, okay, man, that's it. Like, I need to get out of here. Like, I can't, there's nothing I can do. And then we have a tier 8 Progetto going against, you know, a tier 6 light tank. And I mean, I'm not going to out DPM this guy. So yeah, man, it takes really long to get into games with this vehicle. So I might just cut these. I might cut the queues. I usually don't, because it usually doesn't take this long, but I think we'll be okay. I think you guys can skip ahead a minute 30. I don't think it's a big deal. It's really easy to skip ahead on YouTube, so I think it'd be fine. I think we'll be a-okay. And we have another tier 8 game. So see what we can do here, but I mean, this, you know, it's challenging, guys, when you get into these higher tier games, especially when they're going to be 15-2 stomps, right? So all right, so let's see. I'm going to try and figure out immediately where their AMD is, because it's actually the only light. There's 2 AMD 178Bs in a tier 8 match. It's just like, what does Wargaming expect you to do with this vehicle in a tier 8 match? Okay, beautiful. I'm not going to overstay my welcome here. Just let the tank destroyers do their job. We'll spot this comet. This is a mistake by the comet, so keep the comet lit. Everyone is camping. No one has tried to go this way. Only the T-34-1 is in the mid. We're at 1300 spotting, guys. It's like, you just have to take what you can get. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, man, like, people try and do all this active scout crap with your wheelies. Like, don't even, like, we have the comet lit sitting in a bush, man. There's just no reason to make these active scout runs, man. I know that's kind of what the tank is made for, but spot the Progetto, spot the M6. Just using our concealment, man, you know? You can sit just like this. Hopefully the T-34-1 has shots, because there's no one else here. Like, all our mediums are here. Luckily, we're pushing the south. We do have a couple mediums, it looks like, in the south. Progetto, Rudy. See this, man? This is uncommon, guys, for like certain tanks to just like appear here and not know what they're doing. But I will say, like, this is how you get the most out of your games, man. You have to just figure out like how to be safe and stay alive and just get as much out of it as you can, right? I can shoot here. Be a little risky, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if I get lit. Huh. I shouldn't. I shouldn't get lit doing this. And where are these shells going also? Is there someone in front of this guy probably? I sure hope so. So otherwise that doesn't really make any sense. But yeah, this is the best example for this stuff, guys. Like, you just have to try and get as much out of the game as you can in any way you can. Don't just get into the game. What I'm trying to say, guys, this might sound, maybe it sounds kind of dumb. But what I'm trying to say is, like, don't just get into the game and do the same thing every single game. Like, assess the map, assess the situations. Like, I feel like people in most tanks, you can just get into the game and play the game the same way every single time. In light tanks, you can't really do that. You really have to assess the map and kind of see what's going on, you know? And that's all I'm doing. Like, this Ho reappearing here, very weird. Very, very weird, man. GW Panther being up here, kind of weird also. Like, you know what I mean? There's just so much that happens in some games that you're like, what is this? Like, what even is this game, man? And you just have to adjust to it, man. That's all you can do. We're going to go after the GW, though. Because Progetto ended up down there. He's a hack player. I could tell by the logo. He's a hack player. Playing Artie. Whacked, okay. These people have like 10 clans at this point, I think. There's like hack 1, hack 3, whacked, racked, sacked, I don't know, man. These guys have all kinds of clans at this point. Okay. Now we're doing the stomping. Ooh, Achilles. This boy is mine. Okay, and now we're doing the stomping. 15-2, guys, right? Watch this. Beautiful. Look at those physics. 1353 damage to 3200 spotting, guys. Like, just... You see what I'm saying here, man? Like, it's so hard for me to explain this, guys, but just assess the map and assess the situations and do what you need to do. There's our 2 mark. Just like that, guys. 2 battles. That's it, man. I'm going to play one more, I think. But, I mean, that game was incredible, right? And we didn't even really do anything, guys. I just sat there in the bushes. Like, read the map. Understand how the game is going to play out by reading the map and assessing the situation. We went from 2 to 15 to 15 to 2 in 2 matches, man. You know? And I had to do what I had to do to get 6,200 WTR, 1330 damage, 1812 assist out of that. I think the second game was really lucky we got that much out of it, but... Like, don't get into the game and just run a ridgeline the whole game and not pay attention to the map. In heavy tanks, medium tanks, tank destroyers, you can go sit in a bush in a tank destroyer somewhere on a hill. In a medium, you rush the same hill every game. In a heavy tank, you rush the same corridor every game. You know what I mean? In light tanks, you cannot play like that, man. You cannot play like that. You have to keep adjusting. And on this map, it's really important, guys, because the amount of times on Empire's border that I've seen the north just, like, no one wants to go to the north and they leave it wide open. I wouldn't be able to counter for you guys. so many times, probably a quarter of the time I'm on this map from this spawn, at least. People leave this side of the map wide open. Let's see if they do it this game. Got a few people coming this way, that's good. And there's another tier 7 match. We've been bottom tier all 3 of these games. We'll see how we perform here. I could completely throw this game. It looks like it's just one light tank again, which is kind of helpful for me. Okay, turn. These things like don't turn. I probably won't spot anyone here because I don't have the view range. See, I'm going to make one little run here, and I'm like, alright, no one's here, so I'm just going to run. Like, there's no reason for me to stick around this area with 386 view range and bottom tier, no armor, etc. See if I can like light this Cromwell or something. I can kind of stay safe on this ridge line. I think I rarely come up here, but I think that's how it works. It looks like I can stay safe on this ridge line, so. These guys are pushing the Panther, Cromwell. Okay, it's fine. Oh, I have the HEs loaded, that's why I'm an idiot. Why is it orange? That guy wasn't a very good player, man. He was just sitting there like I had the shots. And he was just sitting there. Okay, now we can load the HEs for the AMD. See that 182, guys? Yeah, so it hits pretty hard. The HEs are 75 millimeters a pen and they hit for 175. And then your standards are like 110. So yeah, it's actually a pretty big difference. Okay, T78. Wow, I don't know about that RNG. I'm just winging this, guys. You see what I mean? Like, I've never played here. But the AMD requires you to kind of adapt. Once again, I'm telling you, like, you just have to adapt. You have to, like, understand the game and the situations, man. Kind of hit these guys and spot them as they run away or something. I'm just watching all my teammates as well. Okay, AMD is running. Beautiful. I think we might advance with the E25 at this point. I don't even have to turn around. That's what makes this thing so nice. I don't even have to turn around. Okay. Here's M6. Am I spotted by this guy? No. Okay. Take a shot from him. It's fine. I need the APCRs for the M6, kind of, sort of. Alright, I'm going to push into the back of these guys. I'm just concerned about the Su-100Y. I don't know if... this guy's probably going to appear, like, right where he was last spotted, I think. Can I get up here? Yeah, that'd be cool. Risky poke, man, in my opinion. I think he fired. That's a tough angle to pen him at. Come on, guys, keep pushing up. You see how I'm just waiting for my team, guys? Like, no reason to advance here, in my opinion. Not yet. Okay. M6 is looking the other way. T78 is looking the other way. His track. He just fired, so I have the reload. Okay. Wow, that's actually pretty quick reload for the M6, considering he has like a 200 and something alpha. Okay, now we go after the T78. I'll take the shot. It's fine. Okay, now we're at one shot. Okay. Load the standards for the C100Y. And it's just arty, so I should be able to flank this guy. I should be able to. Okay. Just sit behind him like this. This is a tip I always give you guys. Sit right behind them. They'll just keep, like most players, even decent players, will just ram back into you. They're not going to try and turn around. So you just do that. There's Artie. Yeah, I kind of deserved that, man. I was already, like my wheel was already damaged and all, so I would probably take that shot. That same shot if I was Arda. So 3 games, guys. Like, we did 1567 damage here, only 118 assist. Not really easy to do assist damage on this map. I winged it all 3 games, guys. I don't even know how to play this tank. You see what I'm saying? So I don't play wheelies, guys. Like, this tank is like requires a whole different play style, and like, I'm not trying to say I'm some magical player in this game, like I'm not a unicom, but just kind of wing it, guys. You have to just assess every situation as if it's a brand new game, because it is. Every single time you get into the game, it's a different game. You know, even if it's the same map with the same tiers and the same kind of, you know, layout of tanks, like same amount of tank destroyers and heavies and all, the game is probably going to be completely different. So you just have to continue to adapt. AMD, nice job on the SU. Whatever. I was going to say thank you, but game's over. So we got the 3 mark, guys. Like, we went up, what, 4%? Like 3.5%, 4% on the mark or something like that in 3 games. So probably one of the best sessions that I'll play, even at tier 6 overall, but definitely for the AMD, right? And I think those are 3 great examples of how to adapt to the situations, man. Like, I don't think we could have played this thing much better than we just did. I really don't think so, guys. We had a 6,090 WTR. We averaged 1409 damage and 1,247 assist. And that combined is 1409, 1247, 2656. Look at that. 2656 combined. And then look at what it takes to 3 mark this thing and even 100% this thing. Look. We pretty much doubled what it takes to 3 mark this vehicle. So I know that's not really how it works, but that's kind of how it works. If I was able to keep up this performance, guys, like every game, we'd 100% the thing in like the next 20 battles or something, right? So hopefully that helps you guys out with how to kind of play this vehicle and not making stupid active scout runs, right? Like, look at the way I played it, man. And just kind of for like a shits and giggles thing, guys, I want to show you this. Let's go to Tomato GG. Let's look at, I don't want to look at my WN8 per se. I just want to look at the tank. Look at the 60-day server average, 326 damage, 49% win rate, 893 WN8. And look at the survival percentage too, and all that. Like, the expected values for this vehicle are extremely, extremely low, man. Extremely low. And in fact, I'm so curious now that I'm even going to do this. Yeah. These are the average stats of this vehicle, man. And this is what it takes to market, right? I think it might even pull this data directly from this website for the mark. I don't know, because it is the same. 1282, 1564. So, and let's look at leaderboards. And yeah, like I'm third, man. Like guys, I'm not even trying to like be like a tryhard in this tank, right? I know we have the bounty equipment and all, but look, I'm third with this vehicle. 29 battles, 4699 WN8, 65% win rate, 1116 damage. And again, I'm not trying to brag about this. It's just like people don't understand how to play this tank. There's so many people that are way down the bottom that kind of make it so that it seems like average players are better than they are when they play this tank because no one, when I say no one, I mean like a majority of the player base doesn't understand how to play this vehicle. They just kind of go around and make all these little active scout runs with like 350 view range, and you're not going to do anything by doing that. Save that for when you get the EBR 90 and the 105, right? Um, Trust me, like it's not worth it because look, this is what the average is: 315 damage, 301 assist. People are averaging 616 combined per game in this vehicle. And what do we just average, guys? 2,656 or something like that. So I hope this doesn't seem cocky. I'm just trying to tell you guys, like, pay attention to the map and understand that this tank is not supposed to be doing this crap like all over the map. Like, you know, like you just got your head cut off or something. You know, like don't do that crap, man. You know, um, it's not the way this tank is supposed to be played. Play it more safe, and I'm telling you guys, you will two mark this thing. Even if you're an average player, if you just follow my advice, you will two mark it without even trying. So hope that helps you guys out. I will catch you for the next video. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.